Hello all, my name is Ace, and welcome to Gun Rants, where I rant about guns I find upsetting to look at or use. Today's topic is the pipe gun from Fallout 4 or 76, if you swing that way. God forbid. I've got quite a few issues with the gun. The biggest one is the fact that it looks like it was made by a toddler with a hammer. It definitely wouldn't be able to be used for sustained firing, and when I say that, I mean any more than one bullet. Guns in real life are made with a certain quality of material, unless you're buying like a high point, where it can stand up to being shot a couple times over. And this gun just doesn't have the look. It's rusty, it's degraded, it just too flimsy to be used at all. The next big issue is that you can upgrade it to fire a 45 caliber round, and our real life 45 ACP has a decent amount of powder in it, which means it's going to have a bigger kick, which in scientific terms means increased pressure. And when that pressure has nowhere to go, it's redirected to propel the bullet forward. Now, if the easier way is to push out instead of in the tube propelling the bullet, it's going to push out. And what that means is the gun is going to explode in your hands, and your little sausages holding the gun are going to be scattered from here to there and everywhere. Now, the next big thing which renders that kind of a moot point is the magazine is too far below the bolt to even be able to chamber a round. And if you can't chamber a round, you can't fire it. So even if somehow you had your firing pin to hit the bullet, it wouldn't be in the chamber, so nothing would be fired. So it would be more or less a display gun. Though why you would want to display it, I have no clue. The next big issue I have with this gun are the attachments. Now, other than them looking kind of bad to begin with, like I get it's a post-apocalyptic gun, so you'd be scrounging for it, but they just look gross. The biggest issue I have is the reflex sight. Now, what it is it's a tube with two screws put into it, and just like your mother-in-law, is the absolute worst in every way, shape, and form. Sights in real life have to be able to hold zero, which means you're going to have a consistent aiming point. They're going to be consistent. And the spot in between those two screws is pretty much a suggestion, not, a spot to aim. So it's kind of vaguely lining it up with your target and hoping you're going to hit something. Though in the footage, in the background, you'll see I'm having difficulty with hitting anything far off. My next big complaint with it is I just don't like the look of it. Now, I know that's how it's supposed to look, where it's rusty and looks like it was made and just roughly thrown together to be some kind of defense, but it looks like it was thrown together by a 7th grader after shop class. And, once again, I like guns made out of actual materials that actually function. Like the pipe revolver. The pipe revolver functions a lot better in looks and in form, seeming like it could actually be used as a gun. That wouldn't blow my fingers off. The pipe pistol is pretty redundant up to the point in which you get a 10mm pistol, and considering you get the 10mm pistol first, you don't have too much to worry about, considering you get a minigun about 5 minutes after. So there's no real need to use the pipe gun. At least I've never really experienced a need for it in my 20-some playthroughs of Fallout 4. So I don't really know why it's there. And if you say gun variety, Fallout 4 has all of about 8 guns, so I know it's definitely not that. I kind of wish that what they would have done was had the pipe revolver be the main gun and just fleshed that out a lot more. But I mean, I guess we got the pipe pistol, so I guess you can just make some caps when you sell it. It's a disappointing gun, disappointing design, disappointing to use, and I'm gonna say it's just outright bad. I'm gonna give it a 0 out of 10. Very sad rating for a very sad gun. If you agreed with what you heard, liked what you heard, hit the like, subscribe, share with your friends. It means a lot. If you didn't like what you heard, you don't agree, feel free to dislike. Doesn't hurt my feelings. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you next time for another gun rant.